Hello, Zero here, and welcome to another episode of my Lobotomy Corporation lore run. So, this is going to be our fourth episode, if I'm correct. Anyway, so we're just going to continue what we did last time. We unlocked a new abnormality, and we got spider buds as our previous abnormality. And just to recap, I think we can use Quinn to... We're just going to use Quinn to farm Instinct. Chloe... I can give Chloe a new armor though. Or I can just send Christopher to farm even more. Then Adam is just going to do more work here. And Victor and Pansy are going to farm Temperance. Pansy would go for that, and Victor is going to go for Fragment of the Universe. This guy, I'll send Velasquez. Velasquez seems to be the best we have right now. And without further ado, let us begin. So our Redditor, again, we'll just send Adam over, Pansy and Victor. Victor doesn't need to go. I think Pansy would be the only one who needs to go there. Then Quinn is gonna be quite far. Quinn is behind, so let's just move Quinn there. Chloe not. Just not Chloe. Christopher. Alright, I forgot what I was planning. I can send Chloe. It's just 1.5. I think they're going to die to it. But for safety's sake, I'll just send Christopher over. Either Christopher or I can just let some first people here farm it instead. I can get London. So yeah, I'll just let London. Forgot what I was planning to do anyway. Now this one, we are going to generate a random number. One. Velasquez. 1. Well, this would be again Quinn. Now this would be Victor, and this would be Pansy. So that's a good thing about that new HB display. Now let's see what Velasquez can do. When it was discovered that TO541 contained a critical error, it had already been sent to a household. Just had to keep on what we've always done before. Looks like Velasquez is calm, so it looks like it's a hay class. Sarisha, we can just send someone over. Most people are unaware of this, but TO541 makes amazing coffee. Of course, no one is likely to ask it to do such a thing now. Seems to be a murder bot. No one's going to ask it for coffee. Hmm. Looks like we were lucky for the first try. Normal lowered with normal probability. Looks like it's an insight work type. Now, Adam. Quinn. I'm going to get the spider, but first, red eyes, then red eyes armor, then the red eyes suit. Before we forget and accidentally kill Chloe again. Sure, let's send Victor again. Then Pansy, I'll send Pansy there. I'll let Victor go back to the main hall so that when the Cliffos meltdown occurs, they won't be damaged. So now we got send Pansy. I'm going to have Violet Dawn. See what Violet Dawn has to offer. Fruit on understanding. Gain understanding of the incomprehensible dream. They gonna miss that. And send it over. It slowly eats. Yeah, slowly eats clerks. And it slowly eats our employees too. Got that. And we were able to suppress it. Now, Velasquez is pumped up. Got an eye for people. You succeed in collecting the full amount. Oh, we're not done. I am going to have to do this. Quinn, let's let Quinn heal up first. And this is going to be Pansy. Still have a bunch of insight work to need to do. Should be Pansy. Adam needs to heal one more. But Quinn is ready. Quinn is ready to do more work. Adam's not gonna die there. Probably not gonna die. But Victor. Ooh, this is not nice. Result is bad, lowered with a high probability. And let's just send someone over again. Send Chloe again. Who has decent defense though? We have a Quinn armor. Oh, Forsaken Murderer armor. Another one. Need one more of that. 51 seconds. Question is Velasquez going to be able to do this? Quinn should be able to do it. Okay, Velasquez should be able to be, is probably strong enough to handle this. And that. And Pansagan. This would be London. So we can get another Tet armor. With decent stats. So it's Little Helper. Adam, 2 more for Adam. Pristine white surface, sleek with fine lines and short but efficient legs, Little Helper was created to help people. You may be surprised to learn that numerous functionalities Little Helper contains in its compact body. If you were to dismantle it, you would be even more impressed by how efficiently they packed all the necessary equipment into it. If Little Helper were to have any capacity of emotion, it would likely feel very proud of itself for all the help it provides to others. Maybe we get a good result? Yeah, got a good result. Just verify that Instinct is the best. No, Instinct doesn't seem to be the best. Insight? Well, Instinct is better than Insight though. Spiderbud. Let's get the red eyes. And that. We are complete. This is kind of risky. I'm not going to continue doing this until I get a better suit of armor. I'm going to just use the Forsaken Murderer. Either that or the red eyes. But for now, what I am going to do is just complete the mission and wrap things up for today. Right. Let's just do it. We're already here. Why not just do it? Hopefully this doesn't breach. If it breaches, I'll just suck the... Oh, Instinct seems to be the best. And let's just quickly read this and wrap the day up. It was originally a mass-produced helper robot intended for domestic use. The writing on its back says, an innovative invention that can clean, cook, and even serve slight security during using various tools attached to its limbs. built to perform efficiently and quickly, manufactured by XX Inc. It recognizes bad mood as a sign that the surroundings are dirty, and probably enters cleaning mode. It will alert its status by stating lines such as contamination detected, commencing cleaning. However, the limbs are equipped with sharp instruments instead of cleaning supplies. Rumor has it they were supposed to be used for cutting meat, but they were made to respond to the clean command by accident. There's no way to confirm whether this is true. And we got that. Also got that. Don't need to do that. We are complete. We got everything we need, and we can finish the workday. We got one promotion. London is now level 3. I'll probably give Pansy or some other information person the fortitude. Quinn is now level 2, which is great. Adam is prudence level 2, also great. Can't complain. And the passage is cleared. Now, out of these 3 tools, you're gonna get 2. 985. Now everything will be just fine. Final chapter ends with the phrase "born again." 978. Save us now and forevermore. This truth shall set us free. So we are getting 2. Manager, among these 3 letters of the alphabet, A, B, or C, which would you select? I'll pick A. So you've picked one. Good. Now please listen carefully. Letter A is a fascinating one. My name starts with it as well. Those who choose A are sensitive to the opinions of others about them, and are result-oriented people. As such, they are excellent listeners, and are loved by many. People will flock to them. This is a new pastime among the employees. Find it rather uninteresting. There's no scientific basis behind the observations, but it is admittedly a little fun to waste time with these tests. You know, maybe I could imagine whether I would have been this kind or that kind of person if I were human. Is it too odd for me to think about that? The letter Z. Zoo. Oh, ox. Hey, that's cheating. That's not a place at all. Doesn't count. Oops, I didn't know you were here, Sephora Isod, sir. Sorry, I know we weren't supposed to slack during work hours, but he insisted we... What? You started it. You wanted to get back at me for the last time, remember? Shut it, you dork. I'll think about the appropriate response for this case later. You two, focus on your work. Of course, Sephora, sir. We're sorry. Looks like word chaining is starting to become one of the more popular pastimes here again. Do you happen to enjoy word chaining, manager? Isad begins to get lost in thought. James, you know you can't enter the cell for work when your mental corruption level is above 80. It's against the rules. I know. Just this once, please. You know what happens if I fail to finish the assigned work regime? Besides, you know how Sal went in at 82% one time and came out fine? And I'm only 81%. Please. Come on, what are friends for? Act so strict and the employees will end up isolating you. It'll be so lonely. Just kidding. Even if all employees were to hate you, I'll still be your playmate. You know that the word playmate has no place in this corp. Whoops, my bad. Anyway, can I please get to work now, my lord Yasad? Don't forget, I cut you some slack yesterday when we were playing word chain. Fine, but just this once. Make sure to take a psychological examination right afterwards. You bet. Thank you, Yasad. See you in a bit. At times I see hallucinations when I change my clothes. Through the clothing I can see my skin covered with festering boils. Of course, my body is perfectly fine when I open my eyes. It has come to a point when I've begun to find the sight of my normal skin strange and unnatural. Cannot help but ask myself, why is my body intact? Why is it not rotting? I've asked the other Sephiroth about these visions, but it seems I'm the only one who experiences this. Why won't it rot? Through attachment work, we can build bonds with abnormalities. Abnormalities in possession of social desires will have a tendency to show their discontent if such needs are unsatisfied. The behavior will occur regardless of whether they have full stomach, spotless containment unit. Goal complete 6 attachment works. Not an issue, we got 3 attachment work farming things. Research proposal, display damage UI, or abnormality countermeasures manual. I don't need this right now, but I'd rather have a bunch of clerks help me take down the ordeals and abnormalities at this point. Manuals that thoroughly describe countermeasures for the abnormalities will be distributed to clerks to reduce their average levels of fear. Now this is a channel tool. So now I am going to have to... Victor doesn't seem to have that high enough of temperance. I could send Velasquez just for safety. Alternatively, I can send one of these guys and give them an armor, decent armor. Alternatively, I can give London the armor. Now for the research, before we proceed, let's just go with red eyes. Movement speed when suppressing a wielder has 2+ fortitude. Hunting instincts cannot be suppressed. Persistent cruel weapon shows no mercy to friend and foe alike. The wielder might become possessed by a spider if they gaze into its eyes for too long. Eyes on the equipment gaze into the target, evens the darkness. Okay, so for London, I'll give him the suit so he can work on that person. Galena, I'll give fragments, and Maki, I'll give the spider bud red eyes. In terms of the weapons, I have 2. I think this is okay for now. I need the white weapons just in case someone goes mad. The black, I don't need the black yet. So, to be fair, regret is very strong at this point. Maybe I can give Maki. Alright, let's just give Maki that. As for the plan, London can just do this. I can send Victor. Victor needs to farm. So Victor is going to go for the old lady again. And I can send Galena over. Who's that? As for farming these two for health, London for this, Galena because of the armor, that, Victor, this guy. Pansy, I can just give Pansy that or not. Thinking it would be better if I just do that. Or I can get Mackie to work on the spider. Mackie and the spider. Pansy, Galena, and Victor is just going to continue doing stuff. Victor's going to do with the old lady. Pansy's just going to work on this. Yeah. Then who is going to work on... Who's going to work on the Forsaken Murderer? Who has the lowest HP out of them? Christopher. Let's just swap the suits. Adam, Christopher. Okay. Then the law point 6, I can just upgrade their justice. I'll just upgrade the justice. Chloe and Velasquez justice. Or not. We'll just we'll just store this law point for the next one. Then sure. So who is going to stay here? Pansy is going to work up here. Spider Bud, I'll just let no, Victor's going to go there. Pansy is also going to go there. London is going to work on that. Mackie is going to work on that. Colleen is going to work on this guy. And then Mackie is done. So we can just send anyone from the top. Adam's not going to do anything anyway. So that's our plan. Christopher is going to do that. London's going to do that. Mackie is also going to do that. Victor. Pansy. And Colleen. Hopefully, we'll just let this run. If Adam's going to die, we'll just rerun the whole thing. Retry the whole thing. Right, we got 1. Old notes are full of incomprehensive cursive letters and writings. Those are good notes from Craze researcher will benefit from a sharp increase in the stats related temperance. Little helper. So this guy's the little helper. And Mackie is still full, right? Two more. At least it's happy. Fancy work on that. And Victor. One more for the Clefos meltdown. Spider Bud. We got another red weapon. So Green Dawn, we still haven't found out what the Green Dawn is about. But just to be safe, I'll send Chloe downstairs for extra extra firepower. And this one is going to be Victor again. So we've got Doubt. Seems to be a robot with a long spike for its hands. Oh, seems to be charging up. Let's wait. Ooh, that's a charge up. Okay. It's doable. Now these guys. That was a charge up attack. Live was a process full of pain. Well, we didn't die though. So that was great. Let's just heal up a bit, then we can continue doing what we were supposed to do. Pansy should be able to heal us up also. If the work is successful. Okay, we've done this. If ordered to return notes from a crazy researcher within 20 seconds of equipping, the user skill will start a cell and their body will explode within seconds. Just read the message first, then the log. If ordered to return notes from a crazy researcher without performing any sort of managerial work, the user will explode. The user receives a certain amount of damage, they will explode, and the explosion will cover the entire section. The explosion will deal massive red damage to all nearby. Well, that was something. So Adam, I'll just send Adam to do something here. Adam's temperance 5. Okay, that was because of the... That was mainly because of the tool. Alright, let's just read this. They once belonged to a researcher who had gone mad through their work. It's only been partially deciphered, but it seems most of it relates to the various experiments that were conducted in this place. It begins with the guilt and confessions of unethical experimentation, but gradually spirals into madness, overrun with insane and broken up sentences about research toward the end. Final chapter ends with the phrase "born again." One's observational skill will improve just by holding this item. However, if it is returned without fulfilling the yearning for knowledge, the incompetent shall explode. And so, what I am going to do is just let Adam do some work just to get that out of the way. There will be a Cliffos meltdown. I'm pretty sure of this. And attachment work again for Victor. So they finished the managerial work. Can now proceed with that. Colleen is still fine. Why won't it rot is cleared also. It's going to be a normal. All-around helper. It is determined that screaming humans after cleaning is a sign of job well done and prompt continuous cleaning. Do we need to continue? 14 seconds. 10 seconds. The cliff house counter is 2 anyway, so can't continue. No, the cliff house counter is 1. One more for Victor. Can let Mackie do some work here. Same thing with Christopher. Then we're just going to do one more all-around worker help. All-around worker task here, and we are going to end the day. London's still not fully healed. Spider buds? Not yet. Forsaken murder is already full. Right. I can't try justice if I really wanted to. Probably increase my justice. But right now, I think it's better if I just increase my HP. If this is good, I will try again. If this is normal, I'll just end the day. And 10 to 16, I'm already 10. I'm going to try again. And Finder Mark 4, 50 and 30. Oh, it's pretty strong. And the armor is pretty strong. It's our first hay armor, first hay. Damage is 1 to 3, but again, with bonuses that might actually be decent. An Ocho record found within the robots. Oh, it's the new helper robot. Let me see, I wanna see. You wanna touch it? Redacted? And try turning it on and play with it. Phone rings. I'll be back right after I get the phone, okay? Sounds of buttons being pressed. Helper robot. Hello, I am your friendly helper robot. How may I serve you? Cleaning. I want help mommy cleaning. Helper robot. Environment contamination 70%. Fails level mild. Commencing cleaning mode. Wow, it's cleaning. It's clean. After a few seconds of shrieking, power abruptly went out. And yeah, I can use repression to do that. Hello. We'll just finish one more, I think, before we wrap up the day. So we can just farm this a bit. I am going to go for the ego suit. This might be normal. So I'm going to have to end the day either way. No, it's good. Huh. Yeah, I'll just end the day, just to be safe. Now, Christopher is now also level 3. Mackie is now also level 3. London though. Well, London is already level 3 anyway. but the 64 is not bad. I'll try using repression. I'm not sure whether the repression it's common, but not sure if it's worth it. Why won't it rot is also pierced. Manager, is there something wrong? Ah, I see. Will you wait just a moment? If you cannot bear to look, you should close your eyes. There, I fixed it. There was a system error. How strange. It shouldn't have been so easily compromised. It's a technology originally developed during the war, now widely used for commercial purposes. It's not that impressive a technology, really. The human brain is fragile. Seeing such a cruel and shocking sight may unintentionally lead to a momentary shutdown of the brain's functions. If a manager like you were to suffer such a reaction, it would be very troublesome for me. So I installed a cognition filter in your display. While the cognition filter functions, dead employees will look like cute dolls splattered with red paint. Abnormalities, even those who could ravish your mental state just by being in your sight, will be reduced to adorable toys on the screen of your office. Trust me, before the cognition filter was installed, many a manager lost their sanity on that seat. I cannot allow you to join them. That day, James released 2 abnormalities on purpose, and eventually 3 clerks and 4 agents were killed. As you may know, having 2 abnormalities breach and losing 4 agents is a rather significant loss of manpower. Of course, it was I who ordered James to be gunned down. I know the kind of place you work in. I am not regretful for the fact that I was unable to stop him. It's that I regret having developed a personal relationship with him. I was careless with my position and let my subordinate exploit me. Chatting, games, yes, all of it was fun. James was a good joker too. Of course, I had fun playing word chain. He grew so intimate that I would forgive his trivial rule violations. But the price I had to pay for the error I made was not trivial in any way. Manager, this is Lobotomy Corporation. You see body bags every single day. It's a lonely place. Sometimes you will feel the urge to share the distress and anxiety with someone else, to have a friend. But manager, whenever you feel lonely, please remember what happened to me. Try to make the same mistake as I did. You will be able to get over the meaningless deaths that way. I envy Angela. She is truly a heartless monster. People say that I'm too rational. You saw the cold-blooded machine. You saw the viper. You saw the cruel and emotionless, frigid being who won't even bat an eye at the deaths of dozens of employees. I won't deny that I deserve the reputation. However, whoever built this place has to be a much more cruel person than I am. Sometimes I wish I were an AI without emotion. A vague sense of sympathy will only cloud your judgment. You're bound to make mistakes that way. Why would they place AIs with emotion to handle the facility if they were well aware that emotion would only get in the way? Do you know the answer? Next mission. At the cusp of perfection. The best course of action is to handle things before everything turns sour. All will remain in order as long as the abnormalities are managed with the best results. Please be sure to handle everything carefully. As far as I know, this is the best way to ensure nothing bad occurs. Goal: end the workday without bad work results. Greetings, Manager. Would you like to expand the information department and prepare for management? Let's just go. Our last research is damage normalization, display damage UI. The interface that visualizes damage done by abnormalities and agents will become available. Now, Victor is now Temperance 2. Everyone's got a decent Temperance. I would rather just farm... Probably, I'll try Repression here. Because we still have very low justice for our people. But I would rather increase the fortitude of my teammates. Maybe I can just let London try to do this. Let London do this. Who else needs more temperance? Everyone's level 3 temperance here. So I could still let... I'll still let Victor and Pansy work on these guys. Or not. I can let Quinn work on this. So I'll just let Pansy work on the old lady. Galena's still going to work on the fragment. As for the rest, London, I'll try Repression. If it's not going to work, I'm just going to go back to Instinct work. Then for the health, I can give this to Chloe. Let's see if we got more ego. You got the red eyes. I don't need the red eyes yet. Cyan, not so much. Okay, Chloe, I can give Chloe the regrets. Christopher, I can just give them penitence. At 46 HP, probably not going to die. So Chloe's going to work on the Forsaken Murder. Mackie is still... I can give it to Pansy though. I can give it to Victor, so could farm. Victor, I can give the red eyes. Mackie can just grab that. I really don't like Solitude that much. I can give Solitude back to Velasquez. Since, I mean, very high fortitudes. And I can give Mackie that. And Victor's going to be going for the armor. I can just give Mackie that for extra defense. Okay. Let's begin. Pansy needs to work on the old lady. Insight work, I'll just give it to Quinn. Try Repression for London. Spider Bud. We need... I can't send it there. I'll need to wait for Pansy to get here first. Because it's going to lower the old lady. Yeah, we already lowered the old lady. And with that, I can send Mackie there for more instinct. Send Victor there. And Chloe. Thankfully, Fragments of the Universe was raised. And yeah, Repression seems to be working fine with that. I'll use it to farm justice. At a high risk level, that is actually very good. So far we don't have a bad result. It's great. London. Nancy. Victor for instinct. No? Yes. Because there's going to be an Amber Dawn next. Ooh, this is going to be normal. It's a normal probability. There's around 50% chance it's going to lower it. No, it's good. Huh. Lucky me. Lucky us. Now, do we have enough people to deal with the Dawn? I'll send someone with a gun. Don't have someone with a gun. We'll just send someone with the gun, like Chloe, over. That's the only problem with Amber Dawn is that they move so fast that it can. That's pretty much the only issue dealing with them is. Well, they're fast as fuck. Right, we got 30 first hay armor. Perfect foods. Thanks to our upgrade, they're not running around like headless chickens. They're going to help damage the perfect food and deal a not insignificant amount of damage to them. Except for this guy. Oh, he's taking a bit of damage though. But with the armor, I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Christopher is taking a bit of damage too. So that's the problem. For example, Regret has a long wind up time. That's why you need guns. That's the only problem with Amber Dawn is that it's way too fast. Right, Fancy, do your work. Again. In London, instinct is Chloe. This one is Mackie again. Adam, no. Quinn. Yep. So hopefully we can get some ranged weapons in the next few abnormalities. Yeah, sure. Let's farm Victor here. Wait. Maki. Sure. I'll just give it to Galena. Velasquez can work on that. Inside work for Quinn again. Let's end that. And I can let Galena do some work from the fragment. One more for Pansy. So that's 1, there's 5. I can... I mean, it's good. I can't really talk about Library of Rowena right now because this is recorded and this is a lore run. But yeah, I kind of agree. So if you check the rules down, it's one of the most important rules of the lore run. I can't talk about Library of Rowena. So they are great if you got the right decks. Even up to the end game. So I'm just going to wrap this up. So I just misclicked this. Let's see if we're going to survive. It's just low. Probably one of the first misclicks I have so far. I mean, not bad. Still don't have a bad result. So I guess we're safe. And it should be safe to end the day. And At the Cusp of Perfection is finished. Unfortunately, we don't have any research after that. So it's just a mission. Can finish at any time. Now we got one promotion. Galena is now Temperance 2. Yeah. So Helper didn't do a lot of damage because I equipped London with the Forsaken Murder, the Regret Armor, and it's 0.6. Also, the HP is 64. So you got 9, more than enough for this thing. And that's day 10. We'll just wrap up this episode. It's already 6 o'clock here in the Philippines, and I'm almost at 1 hour. I still have to cook breakfast. But anyway, just to wrap up this episode, I'm just going to pick our next abnormality 3. So we got T0551, many hands float in the bath. They are the hands of the people I once loved. FO249, in my infinite hatred, I give you this gift. And FO552, somewhere in the distance you can hear seagulls. And as our randomizer said, we are going with somewhere in the distance you can hear seagulls. Is anyone there? Can you read me? I repeat, is anyone there? You can call me B. I am an insider, someone who knows a lot about the company. Please understand that I cannot reveal my identity. I'm going to tell you 3 truths about that the company wishes to keep hidden over the following days. Tell me, please, why do you think you were hired by the company? Should I rephrase that? Let me ask you like this then. Are you satisfied with your job here? I would say so, yes. Is that so? Well, I can't judge whether or not you're telling the truth. You're the manager, but you don't actually know anything about the company, do you? Would you say I'm wrong? Each time we speak, we'll need to be as brief as possible. I'm ending the call here. Contacting someone for a long period of time is dangerous. Right, we finished the control and the information. We can open the safety and the training team. For this run, I am just going to follow the normal ordering of the Sephiroth. So I'm going to go with the training, then the safety team. Hello, manager. I'm in charge of the training team. Are you thinking of opening up my department today? Right, we got 15 law points. We got full complement. And we got this guy. So before I end this episode, I'm just going to wrap things up. First off, I am going to read the red eyes. Spider-Bud has dozens of eyes, and its children are always hungry. Movement speed plus 2.5 as you have fortitude. The tenacity carried over to the ego, demonstrating an outstanding ability to track down targets. The eyes shone in the dark, searching for prey to feed its spiderlings. The weapon emits a glowing red aura to find victims in the darkness. One should maintain caution, as the wielder can become possessed by the spider should they look into its alluring eyes for too long. And we also got Grinder Mark IV, our first Hay class suits or armor. The otherwise sleek coat is covered with bloodstains of an unknown origin. Some employees may brag about the bloodstain as a symbol of courage, but it has been there since the archetype was extracted. Perhaps it is the commemoration of all the tragedies of the past and the future. People used to be afraid of machines in the beginning, but the mechanical rebellion soon became a myth of the past in our worlds. And just to wrap things up, I am going to hire a bunch of employees. Got lots of temperance, so we don't need to farm that. I don't even need to put things into justice thanks to the helper. And even it's kinda expensive, but why not? Vera. Vera and Tom. Tom with the dreads. Ooh, we don't have enough. I mean, shouldn't be a problem. Ego list, I'll just give Dakota. Sure, let's give Dakota that. Also, a fragment. Vera can have that. And Spider-Bud. As for the armor, penitence is always nice. But since I'm going to just let them farm temperance first, solitude may not be a bad choice either. Okay, to save the game, I am just going to run begin management and look at our new abnormality. Normality story records for this. It's 8, so it's going to be probably Zine. Employee records, source unknown. Hey, have you guys ever been to one of those lobotomy meetups? Mind you, it took a lot of courage for me to bring this up again. You see, there's a bunch of clubs in this company where employees gather up. I once attended some kind of ping pong group event thing, but there weren't any girls there, so I pulled out real quick, lol. So like one day I saw this announcement for some weird get together on the corp message board. He got interested, so I called up the group leader and he introduced me himself as redacted from safety. I asked if there were any girls in the group, and he told me there were a ton of female employees. Now that got me super interested, so I signed up right away for the upcoming meetup. So I showed up, got a name tag like everyone else. I don't remember everything, but I think I saw like 3 people from the training and 2 from information. About maybe half an hour later, the leader brought in dozens of cans of well cheers on a tray and gave one to each of us. I should have realized something was wrong because the can was already open. But I'm a sucker for soda and I just gulped the damn thing down my throat the moment he passed me a can. Lamau. Right, so that ends. It's already 6 o'clock here in the Philippines. I just entered the mission so I can save my settings. If I exited this after setting things up, it's not going to save it. Anyways, that's it for episode 4 of Manager. Yeah, so see you in the next episode. If you want to view the other episodes, it's on the YouTube channel, linked in the Twitch description. New episodes come out every day at 0 UTC or 8 AM Philippine time. So again, thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.